just a game, Bobby.
It's more than that.
Hey, how you guys doing? Click, allow. I'm sick. And luckily, whether you have a scratch and sniff TV, one of those smell-o-visions coming around the future, 3D and things like that, you can't get it, and that's great. But you know what you can do when you're sick? You can watch movies, television shows. You have to read a book that way, but we're going to go ahead and review this movie that tries to tug at all the heartstrings. Before we get into that, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, thumbs up. Let me know your favorite tea when you're sick. I'm trying to drink something the wife gave me. It says raspberry on it. Does not taste like Cran's raspberry, whatever it says on this thing. So if you got an idea, put it in the comments. So this one is You Gotta Believe. Okay, You Gotta Believe. This has Luke Wilson and Greg Kinnear in it. Sarah Gadon is in it as well. And I'm gonna tell you what IMDB says. It says a Little League Baseball team of misfits dedicates their season to a player's dying father. In doing so, they accomplished the impossible by reaching the World Series finals in a game that became an ESPN instant classic. That is correct. This is based on a true story. It's actually based on a book that was done by some of the players, or really, I think Robert, the main player, whose father did pass away. Spoiler, no spoiler. But for this, the book came out, and then they went ahead and did this movie. Now, first impressions, I'm sick. I'm a guy, and for us, it's Clinging to Death. And while Clinging to Death, it's at number 2 or 3 for best movies on Netflix. I took a shot at it, and here we are. Now, I'll go into it with my highs and lows. If I look at my lows, I don't have anything other than maybe I can take, I guess, a bag of baseballs to say it wanted to be Sandlot 2.0. It wanted to be Bad News Bears. It wanted to be, I can't remember that movie where Keanu Reeves, Hardball. I don't know if that's what it was called, whether he was in the inner city and that one sad scene for the little kid. But point blank, it felt like it wanted to do that and do its own thing. Check out our other review on Underdogs with Snoop Dogg. That's on Amazon Prime. And that's really it. It just didn't feel like it was its own, and it didn't feel like it was fully as inspiring as the true story would lead you to believe. Now, if we get one like on this, I'll do the movie called, I think it's called Resball. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's called Resball, produced by LeBron James and some others. And that's on Netflix as well. So I may do that because I was just in a sport feel-good mood, and I just kept going with stuff. So anywho, the good stuff I would say was the camera angles. Now, I didn't like, though I enjoyed the movie Challengers, check our review on it, I didn't enjoy everything they were doing with the cameras. I did enjoy in this movie what they did for the cameras. I felt like because it was kids, it was fun. Because it was baseball, it was something that was just in your face and it was there. I thought it was fun, something for the summer, for the spring. If you're going in it, like I did a review on the Star Wars Skeleton Crew that had the Goonies-like feel. If you're going in it that this is for you, it's not, to be honest. I can see some of those elements being there for the kids, and it's just what it was. The story, I enjoyed the story. I don't think they hammered the story home. No pun intended, but I thought the story was touching. The kids, I thought the kids did a really good job of being these characters, but the unfortunate part is it takes a bit to get connected to who they are in this. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and say that we're in the 9th inning and let's rate this. Now, we rate stuff from 0 to 5 or 5 to 0, however you look at it. And if you're curious, with 0 this year being the worst movie, I don't think we've had one yet. But we do have some 4 and 5s that are really impressive this year starting off. So put in the comments what your rating is. And as if it was a commercial on a reality show or one of those, who's going to be next on Survivor Island, after these commercial breaks. So hit the subscribe button, like, comment, follow, all that other stuff. We're on the road to 500. And if you've been rocking with us from the jump, I appreciate it. If this is a business decision, wouldn't you want to get in on this at the ground level as we make our way up to 500 and better? I'm just saying. So my rating on this is going to be a 2. I'm sorry, it's going to be a 2. Don't get me wrong, it feels really good at the end. They give you some realistic pictures to go with the video. I think there's some moments of acting that's there. I think the look of it and what it was, but I do remember that story. I think it was like early 2000s, like 2002, 2004, something I can't remember, but I do remember seeing that on ESPN as it was happening for the Little League World Series. And though I didn't know the full extent of the story, because I think I was in high school, working at a movie theater, living it up, being young, but it just didn't connect with me that way. I thought they did a really good job of telling a story that allowed me to connect, but just not enough memorable spots to make me watch it again and or tell someone else really to watch it. So my rating is a 2. And Chew, I'm sick. So thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. I greatly appreciate that. Until next time, click allow.